Hey everybody, Drekken here from ESChamp.com. I'm going to do a what's new walkthrough for Heart of the Swarm. This is the video where we go in depth about all the different changes for Heart of the Swarm. This is a video for someone who is thinking about Heart of the Swarm and you want to get Heart of the Swarm, but you don't want to read the patch notes. So this video is going to go into a few parts, and this particular part is going to be about the overall changes and the user interface. So let's get started. So here we are. Main menu. So things have changed. We got the menu bar now from the top to the left hand side, and we got Kerrigan here staring at us with her cold dead eyes. I do remember I remember it was animation, but maybe it was just my imagination. That kind of rhymed. Now we got some stuff now here at the bottom as opposed to the top. Everything's sort of spaced out around Kerrigan. Got the news still in the corner. And then we got our chat channels. So a couple things that we're going to go over. Here you go. Campaign. This is where it will be when it's not the beta. Matchmaking, custom games, arcade, and replays. So there's a few things we're gonna go. This is my little icon here. Yes, it's a black man. Yes, it's because I'm black. So opening it up, they have more stats, more statistics. You got my little level here as a Protoss. You know what? Forgive me for my crappy stats and no games played. I really just jumped into this very recently. But you'll also have racial stats and you'll have map stats available to you. Oh, and you'll also, when you go to the ladder and you look at your friends, Blizzard All-Stars. Woohoo! Alright, so let's back out of that. Party system will be a little bit more robust. You'll be able to increase the size of the amount of people in the party, as opposed to what you had in Wings of Liberty, just because of some of the custom games and arcade games that require more people to a party. But here's what gets really cool. In the chat, we now have clans and we have groups. See right here, this button here, this is how you get access to it. So hit create, and you can create a clan or a group. You can create it either or. There's no restriction of who can do what. But groups are public, clans are private. So for clans, you actually have to invite somebody. And groups, you can just sort of stumble into. Just a little bit. Okay, so let's talk about the difference between the two. Let's find one. So let's go find a clan. Let's find the Pokemon clan. Okay, so the Pokemon clan. So Pokemon clan hasn't actually put in information here, but you'll be able to see. I guess you'll be able to leave a welcome page or whatever here in the beginning. You can see the members who are part of the Pokemon clan. Nobody is a part of the Pokemon clan. This was a horrible example, and I will not use it again. And the news will be, and the join chat is obviously only available to clan members. So things about clans, they have a maximum of 50 members, and the people who are in the clan gets the tag, which you can see is PKNM. Oh, this is for the Pokemon Masters. So the tag will be able to be pre-appended to your actual account. So what's cool about that is the people who are really going to use these clans are actually teams. And the benefit of having that is when you're representing your team or / clan online and you want to switch, instead of having to go out and buy an entire new account and do all the stuff again so you can do a name change, you just go through the system and bam, you got a new tag in front of your name. I think that would be a lot more simpler. Groups, very simple. Let's find a group. Close this group. Let's go find something from Toronto. Ooh, University of Toronto. Let's do that one. Oh, that's a clan, my bad. Okay, so Toronto SC2. Nobody's in here right now, but there is a member of this. I'm going to presume it's the person who created it. No information. Man, these people haven't really filled out anything, but it's very simple. You see the chats. Chats can be moderated. This actually throws back to the days of old Battle.net. I don't know if anybody here who's ever had old Battle.net when you would get bots to watch your channel for you and, you know, moderate it to keep people from invading it. And I don't know if anyone had that. I may be just reminiscing of my own Battle.net 1.0 experiences, but a lot of different control here with the chat channels. There's going to be a lot more social interaction going on. Let's move on to matchmaking. So here we go. We got your matchmaking. Training. Disable obviously for beta. Versus AI. With your little we do mine. We do mine. Ranked, which everyone should be familiar with. And this is it. Yep, unranked. This to me is fantastic. Now, unranked is pretty much what it says. It's unranked, and it's unranked games. You just jump into it, choose your race, and away you go. But this is great for people who have ladder anxiety, right? You want to get a game in, and you don't want to affect your record. You want to practice, but you don't want to affect your record. I don't exactly have ladder anxiety, but for me, this is good because I always having something in queue in the real world. So if I got like the pizza guy coming, you know, I just want to jump in a quick game. I don't want to have to, if I have to leave in the middle of it, I don't want to affect my record. Sure, I could just pause, but sometimes people don't let you pause. You just have to leave. I don't want to commit to a game that I'm not winning. So, yeah, pretty good for those people like that. So let's, whoops, wrong button. So let's move on back to the main menu, and you go to the custom games. Here's something that's really cool. So the custom games now have things from the arcade, so you can now bookmark recently played. Those really cool stuff. But when you create a game, which I can do here, entering the lobby, streaming the data, enter the lobby, enter, lobby, enter. Alright, lobby has been entered. Alright, so let's add an AI. Max you can do on the beta is level 3. But this is what's cool. You got the builds. You can give it its own builds. So full rush, timing attack, aggressive push, economic focus, and straight to air. So this is things if you wanted to practice. What's also going to be cool, the AI is really beefed up. So even in team games, you actually can issue commands to the AI. That's something that's still in the works, but I read the thread and it looks kind of cool. That is right now really awesome for people who want to practice some interesting strategies. Oh my god, I cannot speak today. Interesting strategies. So let's quit out of that, go back to the main menu, and there you have it. So this is just part 1 of the preview, or at least the rundown of Heart of the Swarm and the differences between it and Wings of Liberty. What I want you to do is let me know what you want to see next. I do have on plan to do individual race units and the changes. I'm going over some of the stats. It's like minimum specs, going over the missions if that comes up into the beta. I don't know if that will be. The unit rebalancing, and maybe even a little bit into the AI communication once it's out. And don't forget the editor. So I'm going to break them into parts. The next ones will most likely be units, and we'll catch you then. Alright guys, don't forget to leave me a comment.